Okay, this is going to be about Kingdom Hearts 3 and just a random conversation with my friend Ben and how it could have been improved at least because unfortunately Kingdom Hearts 3 really kind of fell flat on its face and as a whole story structure wise. And Ben came
Yeah,
up with
the
it.
writing was very good.
The writing was good or bad?
Bad writing.
Bad writing and how like the battle of and the Kingdom Graveyard how could have been different and improved
Yeah.
because okay so our
Are we putting this online?
do you not want it to be.
I feel like at this point we should probably say spoiler warning.
Oh
This is
fuck! You're
about
right.
the end
Okay,
of Kingdom Hearts.
okay. Okay. Spoiler alert for Kingdom Hearts 3. We're gonna be spoiling major parts for the latter half of the game, right? So, been warned.
Basically, I guess I wanted to say that because I was about to say it's like the Keyblade graveyard fight, and I identify it as that fight where they all died.
Yeah. So, big spoiler alert. But technically and honestly, you should have been beating Kingdom Hearts like 2 years ago.
I don't know. I still have friends that are still on. Of course, by friends I mean my cousin Ellie. We're still on um, Decoded.
I don't know why you decided to play Decoded. You could have just read up on it and everything, call
It
it a
was her
day.
decision.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm not
I
gonna.
will respect her decision.
I'm not going to get on your guys' case. I mean, you have fun with the Kingdom Hearts. There are just
Yeah,
some
those were fun.
game. There are just some games I feel you do not need to play.
Yeah,
Spin-offs.
Decoded was pretty fun though, but we are getting off topic.
Yes, we are. But big. Okay, so again, spoiler alert for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think we've had this conversation maybe on a previous video of mine on my from essentially continuum scripts maybe,
Yeah,
but never like
something like
this.
it.
Something similar, But this is our new improved version of it.
Mhm.
Okay, so pretty much what we're getting at, the Kingdom Graveyard battle when all the characters are there, and there's Sora, Donald, Goofy. Is it funny that we call them like as a team, like Sora, Donald, and Goofy? And now it's like
Always
Goofy.
in that order.
Always in that order. It's never a Goofy, Donald, or Sora, or Goofy, Sora, Donald, Donald, Sora, Goofy. Sometimes that, but never Goofy and all these characters. There are sets or whatever.
Yep.
Iku and King Mickey, they're the duo. Um, Aqua and Ven, and somehow we got the who else we got on there? We have
I think my dog's yelling outside. It's coming over the mic. Should I go get her?
you can. I'll just continue. I mean, if you want, I will hold it down.
Sorry, I'm messing up the recording.
That's fine. Don't worry. You can go. I can talk for a minute.
I will be right back.
All
Oh
right.
wait, also I keep saying bad writing. I can also expand upon that. I actually have reasons for that.
Okay. You can go into it when you come back.
Oh, be right back.
All right. So and I'm gonna try to remember with the final battle with the Kingdom Graveyard battle. There was also, I think, Axel and Kyrie. They were involved within it too. The first timeline, because if you didn't know, Kingdom Hearts dived into time travel, the spin-off, Dream Drop Distance, because that's just straight. It's just also weird. But all the chickens come home to roost. Then there's the new organization, bad guys, and it turns into total chaos because everyone's getting wiped out by basic Heartless. And actually, Ben brought this up to me, and the more we talked about it, the more it made sense. Like, they really did lose to some basic ass bitches. They lost to beta Heartless, the pure hearted Heartless, that just ones that people have plushies of, which I'm amazed. But I digress. And it formed into a fucking tornado. You would think all of them went down hard. Every single one of them died by Heartless, which was amazing but bewildering to see because we saw Sora wipe out 1,000 Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 2. We were all there. It was a thing. We know Sora can actually beat 1,000 Heartless, so maybe I don't know. The writing might have been inconsistent or not. It's a thing. But they're all being wiped out even before then, even when the big bosses were getting involved, and Donald went out like a champ. And you would think that Goofy and Mickey would have done something more thoroughly, but no. And then Aqua and Van got knocked out too. Like what? And then Kyrie, God, heaven help her. She's always getting. She's always something's always happening with Kyrie. God damn it. And then the last one standing is Sora and Miku goes on like a champ as well. So. Then Sora has to save them through time travel means by fully embracing the divine awakening, the birth by sleep kind of power he has or whatever. And he's literally going through time to save them all, and then start the second time over, where he changes the outcome, and they all battle separate battles as you're playing, help them out or whatever.
I have returned.
Oh, cool.
I have returned.
Cool. So Ben, after and the second timeline, that's when party comes together, but they're separated, and you have to like battle with Riku, and then with Axel and Kyrie, where she gets kidnapped or whatever, and then it switches with Roxas and Xion.
Yep.
Okay, that's the second timeline, and you're playing through all that, and then you get to the final boss, and then not the final boss not the final boss, but more trying to defeat the three big bads, and then Kyrie dies again. Oh shit.
Yep.
And oh god, she's only look. I calmed down with my opinion of Kyrie, but okay. What we're getting at, we've been talking like how to improve on it, how the battle could have been to make it a little bit more epic, and not just a sad excuse of the writers kind of being lazy.
One.
The first
Not
time,
like the one after the time thing, but the first one.
First time
went out like punks.
Yeah.
Like the whole Boba Fett falling into the sandworm pit thing.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah. I feel ya.
So, should we just start talking about what we thought then?
Yes, let's go.
Well, the first thing I thought of was like, if they had all gone down like Riku or Donald, it would have been fine.
Yes.
If they had gone down fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember that like Aqua and Ventus go down like knocked out on the ground, kind of crying to themselves, and they didn't really do much fighting.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, which is kind of odd, like, huh? But my counter argument was they were just resurrected, and it took a minute for everything to come back to them, muscle memory and shit.
Yeah.
That's my excuse for them. But you know, it's like they could have done better and shit.
My next was that like the enemy was just super duper lame. It was like a tornado of shadows, the cutest enemy in Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
And I probably said this to the point where Jay will yell at me immediately upon saying it, but it was like a bunch of Heartless. And we know that Sora has fought 1,000 Heartless at once and won. Much stronger Heartless than Shadow.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes. We were there. We were all there. We know. Got
it. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. I love it.
Like, even like a small improvement, but like they could have at least been Neo Shadows.
Those shadows would be better because they seem to be. It seems like in the first game they implied those things were supposed to be like the new shit, like the tougher opponents, and they were, especially
just like shadows but stronger. I mean, they have biceps.
Yeah, and they look cooler. To be honest, they look fucking badass.
So yeah, just like everyone just like not dying because they were sad, and also just like a stronger enemy would have been nice.
Or fall into despair, like, oh my god, it's all over for us.
Oh right, no, they went down to a bunch of baby Heartless and Xenonorts, who I do not find intimidating because Aqua already beat him last night.
Yeah, she did. A decade ago, but yes. Yes.
Yep.
Technically, if you've played Kingdom Hearts 2 Remix or whatever, you can fight Lingling Will as Sora, so you could say he technically fought him twice. Technically.
Yep.
If you go by that canon, I don't know. I've never beaten him yet. I haven't decided to battle him yet, so I don't know. He looks
Should
hard.
I switch off to some of your ideas, or should I keep going?
You can do whatever you want. What do you want to do?
All right. Another random idea, but this one is kind of probably too. Well, you could call it too dark, but you could also call it like, does it make sense for the story at all?
Hmm?
But in Kingdom Hearts 2, I haven't actually played it, but apparently Lingering will attack Sora because he gets confused. Um, so I thought it might even make sense if like Lingering Will jumped in the fight and started beating on the heroes because he doesn't know any better. And then in
It,
the secondary timeline, Naminé tells him what the fuck to do, so he doesn't act like an idiot.
yeah, because it's lingering will because it's a remnant of a passing determination. That's but it doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Dead ghost, as it were, like a remnant, a faded ghost, as it were.
In the shell of armor.
Yes, a ghost in the machine, if you please. Um,
no,
oh, you go first.
I feel like I've taken up a lot of the talkie though.
Okay, you want me to go?
All right, I'll finish out with basically. There are also two more ideas that we had for better enemies, which was it could have just been a bunch of dark sides, like with Aqua in the Realm of Darkness. She
Yeah.
had to fight like 6 of them at once, and it felt like a genuine threat.
Hmm.
She ended up getting saved by like what, Ventus and Terra's Keyblades.
True.
Also, I thought it would actually be pretty cool if like, because they keep for some reason wanting you to fight a bunch of like shadows that are like cobbled together. Maybe they should have all like climbed on top of each other dogpile style and formed like a dark side and like attacked you like that. There's like a dark side with a bunch of eyes staring at you. And then its arm extends when it comes to punch you.
Bro, that's so fucking creepy. That is like so skin crawling. I would freeze up. And if it were me, I would freeze up and go, "Fuck, I can't do this shit. I'm done."
But then if it kills all the protagonists, it at least kind of makes sense because of how intimidating it looks.
Yes, very very creepy pasta. Very creepy pasta.
Like, yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
that's what. Yeah, that's a big way to change the dynamic of the first timeline. Better improved version. And my idea for the first timeline battle was for like first you have to like there's like you got the defense and the mage, right? You got the god, you got the knight and the mage and Goofy and Donald, right? And my idea was for Goofy to like have his shield to save the king, and he makes like a gigantic heart shield or whatever to make a gigantic wall, an impenetrable fortress, as it were, like Mash Kree Knight from Fate Grand Order and shit. That he just uses like the full extent of his shield abilities or whatever to form a shield to block everything as best he can, but it breaks and he's out for the count. And then Donald decides to like fight off, I don't know, Terra Nord or whatever when he gets involved with Zeta Flare, and then it's just strictly Mickey screaming out. It's strictly Mickey and Sora screaming out Goofy and Donald's name or whatever. They're down for
also,
the
I guess
count.
making a giant shield wouldn't, a giant heart-shaped shield wouldn't be that out of the question. Because doesn't he like turn his shield into a sled in this game?
Yes, in the Frozen world, he does do that. It has like a energy like structure kind of, I think, but I could be mistaken. I need to replay that game again. So Donald and Goofy contribute a lot more in this time, this new improved timeline of the first
I
time.
don't know. Donald did pretty good. Didn't
Donald
he
is
kill Xenonorts?
yes, by using a forbidden spell, which I had no clue he could do.
Like I said, Xenonorts a punk.
Yeah, you're right. He is. He is. You're
I whooped my thumbs fell out.
right. You're right.
He didn't even have the Guardian to back him up, like in his fight with Aqua.
This is true. But it's explained in the second timeline though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly not like 5 different people use the Guardian at this point, and they're all sharing it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so that,
And from the Terranoid, give me back the Guardian. No, it was mine first. Closes book he's reading. You do realize that technically my game was before yours, right?
Oh god, timey-wimey shit. It gets so fun when time
right?
travel. Oh fuck. We don't know who has what and who which for which reason and everything. Like, oh, for God's sakes, just take the damn thing. I don't care.
Yep.
But yeah, so that takes care of Goofy and Donald and ending in a more of an epic way, except, well, more for Goofy. Because he was just saying, Donald, don't! Or something the first time or something, whatever.
Yeah.
But, this is like a little bit more better, improved version of it. And then you can get to, like, then I would say you get rid of Kyrie and Axel next, because, they're the new Keyblade wielders or whatever. And I had a funny joke that I told Ben that about Loxine just pops up for whatever reason because she's a bitch. She's like that. She is so hateful.
She's the worst.
She is. She is just so mean. And okay, I'll relent and not give. I won't have her say what I said. What I said to you about what you should say. Just say, "You're coming with me." And then I would just have her cuss out her for no whatever reason or whatever, and make her blush incessantly or something. Because it's Kyrie.
Guess what?
I mean, Kyrie's so innocent. I mean, kind of. Come on, I feel like Kyrie's like so innocent, kind of in her personality wise. She has more common sense than Sora, but I feel that she would just blush if someone would just "fuck you" or whatever. She would just faint on the spot. And I don't know. So I have a bad interpretation of Kyrie. I get her, but I'm more of a fan of Nominee, and I'm basic. I get it. I'm that basic asshole that goes for the fucking nobody who only saved Kyrie like once with making a fucking portal. She proved her worth to me and even though he fucked up with the whole changing everyone's memories of Sora and making the Disney characters forget him for a year. That's a lot of damage she did. That's a lot of damage she caused to Sora.
Just parents. Do we have a son? No. Why do we have a teenage boy's room in our house?
Did we wait?
I don't know.
Did we wait? Did we Did we ever want to have kids? I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like we were trying to. I don't remember what happened after that. It's all foggy.
Yeah, Nominee caused a lot of damage to the space-time continuum with changing everyone's memories.
Yep.
But I digress. But Loxine takes Kyrie, and then, as you mentioned, she should like be able to fend off or probably protect herself better. At least.
Oh yeah, it was basically something more for the Kyrie fans. Like, it would have been cool if you could. I remember somebody saying that it would have been cool if in the actual game, when Kyrie gets dragged off by, I don't know, Xehanort or whatever, if you could have had a scene where you got to fight him as Kyrie. I mean, you'd probably lose because that's what happened in the plot. But like, just getting to wail on him while playing as Kyrie would have been nice.
Just a little bit, yeah. Just get a couple of decent hits and show that her training actually was worth it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why they bothered to throw Axel and Kyrie in the hyperbolic time chamber, and then like they look like they learned nothing. And
well, it's Merlin. He studies magic. He knows the rules, but I don't think he really gets it. He's not like he's a sword fighter.
Yeah, and then like Axel was a fighter before this. And now
he should have been
like
better.
He's like worse now.
He is in his human form, not his nobody form when he gets it when he get hurt.
I guess, but it's like, would it have been so hard for Merlin to teach him fire magic instead of swordsmanship?
Well, this is the Disney version of Merlin, not the Merlin that I know more through media.
Oh yeah, but the idea was that they'd be up on some random cliff watching the other people fight because of course they would.
Yeah.
And basically it pans over to like Kyrie, and she's basically like, there are some of the they call themselves the organization, which is confusing. I'm just going to call them the Kingdom Hearts 3 villain group. And there are some of the Kingdom Hearts 3 villains that are like, they've got like scrapes and stuff because Kyrie's been whacking them around. But oh right, did we actually say this? That the idea that yanking Kyrie from the fight actually makes sense because there was an entire subplot about the Kingdom Hearts.
We talked about this before the recording. You might want to say something now.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I jumped the gun there.
That's okay.
But basically, it would make sense for Kyrie to get yanked away from the fight because there was this whole subplot during Kingdom Hearts 3 where, just in case um, the final battle didn't go according to plan, that Xehanort could still achieve his goals by kidnapping all seven princes of Heart. So, like, there are subplots throughout the game where this kingdom, apparently the Princes of Heart powers randomly change hands for no reason, which also bothers me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not terrible. I just wish that they'd like explain it more. It would have been cool if we could have gone back and checked on the other Princes of Hearts to see how they're dealing with losing their powers. Like go to
Yeah.
Bell at Beast's place and it's like, hey, sup, I heard over the grapevine that you've lost godlike power. How does that feel?
I thought the power technically was supposed to be born from them because they are maidens of heart. They're pure of heart.
Actually, yeah, they're supposed to be pure of heart. So it's like, do they stop being pure of heart now? What's happening?
Or maybe we're thinking about it too literally. Like, they are still pure of heart, but they don't just have to add a magic power to it, which sucks, though.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
But what am I talking about? Oh, right. So yeah, there was literally a subplot about going around and keeping tabs on the Princess of Heart in case they needed them, because that was the backup plan. And Kyrie isn't letting go of her Princess of Heart powers, so she still technically is one.
Yes,
so
she is.
they can't actually kill her. They need her.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to snatch her away.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the idea is that because of that, they also can't kill her or hurt her. So back on top of the cliff, she's gotten a few good licks in on the organization members, mostly because even though it's like 13 or 7 to 1, whatever the numbers were,
Yeah.
they can't actually fight back. So she is bonk luck seen a good few times, and it's like, as soon as I'm done with you jerks, I will go help my friend, and then like looks over the cliff and they're all dead. She's like, nah.
and then she drops in despair or something. I don't know.
Yeah, super anime.
Yeah, and it has to be like the dramatic like faint and everything. Like so
Starts really close to her face and then zooms out very quickly.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's the whole Kyrie bit, and then okay, so that should be Axel and Kyrie. And well, Axel just gets knocked out for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't even know what he's capable of anymore. Like I remember, I do remember that I want them all to go down fighting, but I don't know what Axel's capable of anymore.
Well,
like you said, he's a human now. We don't even know if he can still do fire magic.
well, he got the fire Keyblade, so I'm assuming he can know some fire magic.
That's a good point.
I mean, it would be nice to add this factor for him that Axel like ignited his flaming Keyblade as little fire, and he just like starts wailing on them for a couple of seconds before getting overwhelmed, sadly, because he underestimated his worth.
It would have been funny if he found a way to self-destruct again.
I don't know. I don't really care much for the self-destruction bit.
But it's what he did last time would be in character.
I guess, but I feel like this new improved Axel.
Yeah, I don't think he has a self-destruct button.
He's not Android 16, so. I mean, he could be like he just gets a couple licks in and then he just gets impaled by a Neo Shadow or something.
Honestly, for some reason, as far as Axel going down fighting, I just imagine him like, I don't know, maybe taking off the cloak to reveal some cool new armor or some stuff, running up and jumping on a few rocks, whapping at a few heartlesses, and then getting overwhelmed. And I'm like, that was Axel. He looked really good in those clothes, didn't he?
Okay, yeah, that's okay. We'll say that he had a nice flashy moment, but he sadly faded into the darkness.
Sounds exactly like Axel.
To get like to say, keep it. Will he say something like, keep my memory memorized or something? That's his last words.
Don't forget me, or I don't know. I can't think of it.
He doesn't like to be forgotten. Like, make sure you have my name memorized. What was his name again? Yeah. What the fuck was his name again? I don't know. Are we calling him Axel?
Axel. My name is Lee. Oh, it's Axel. Shut the fuck up.
Pretty much. Like, dude, just change your name. Just change your name to Axel. I ain't calling you Lee. I'm sorry.
Axel's my slave name from when I was a child soldier in some old dude's army. Well, it's done, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, just I mean, well, okay. You can still be named Leah, Lee, whatever your name is, but we'll still call you Axel, quote unquote,
Yes.
because it's just easy. Like, that's easy this
Yes.
way. So that's Axel, and so the last one to go should be technically it should be Ventus. Then Aqua should be like one of the last ones standing because she's a fucking master, right? So Ventus should get overwhelmed because he's still trying to get used to having a body back, and he's been out of whack for like a decade in Sora's body, which is somehow weird.
Point. Yes. I was a mental projection for the last 14 years.
Yeah. I mean, Ventus he's a hot mess. I mean, like, with everything he's been through. So I would think, yeah, he would have to get knocked
Plus
out
the
quickly.
expanded lore of the prequels, which I hate.
Oh, the chain. Didn't that game, like, stop functioning or whatever at this point?
Yes, it did.
Shit. I feel bad.
I think they still have the cutscene.
Oh, fuck. So how did that shit end?
What?
Did it have an ending or no?
The first one did, the browser-based one, and then they made the other one, and aside from just establishing that the dandelions and anyone other survivors of the first Keyblade War are being kept alive in a dream somewhere, no, it did not.
This is discouraging.
Mostly because they was trying to make more content and make more money out of people.
Of course. I did try to play that game like 2 or 3 years ago, but I got over it very quickly.
Remember?
Yeah, I did tell you about this, right?
What?
I didn't get far in it though.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah, I played it for like a hot second, kind of like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't get far though, sadly, and the whole Avatar shit thing and whatever.
He's made it.
So,
I got some of the story for you.
No. I got the gist. I mean, I remember there's some of the videos you sent and how everything works due to the Maleficent angle, which is also confusing. But
Yep.
anyway, Ventus is just a hot mess. So of course he's gonna fall in our version. He's gonna fall kind of quickly too, sadly. But I at least want to give him like a cool moment before he succumbs.
With wind powers.
Yes, like he makes like this wind barrier. He creates like a wind armor or something over his body and shit.
That spell for Kingdom Hearts 1, everyone missed. At least I missed it.
Erica?
Yeah. Force. Or is that something else?
Well, there was Gravia and Eriga. Magnet was the second game.
Yeah. Okay. I got confused.
Yeah. Eriga was in the first game, was your main defense.
Deep.
So Ventus can go out like that, and I want Aqua to like scream out Ben's name because, of course, she has to protect her surrogate little brother because he's the precious cinnamon bun, apparently.
Pretty much.
And yet he's 16. He's not 14. He's 16.
Half of his brain was still blown away by a creepy old man. He had to start from scratch when he was like 14 years old. Crimson Flag.
Yeah. That's why I said Ventus is a hot mess. Like, God damn it. Poor Ven. Ven is just, damn, he's just been put through the ringer. I feel so bad for him more than I do for Roxas, and that's a controversial opinion, I know.
I don't know. Roxas is doing pretty good right about now.
Oh, he is. It's fine. But anyway, so Ven's out, and now it's like the last ones are Sora, Riku, Aqua, and King Mickey. And one of these four got to go next. And I feel bad, but I want Aqua to, like, she should have lasted a lot longer than she did in the first timeline. And I feel she should have been, like, wielding her magic more effectively and just, like, as you said, and trap them in, like, some kind of transparent bubble as it grows with the Heartless. He should have just cast, like, an ultimate freezing spell on them to shatter them all completely and then continue fighting it, but also somehow I feel like her end, she does that one big spell drained, sadly, because she doesn't know how to control the volume of her magic due to, again, just being resurrected. And this is a cruel thing, but I feel like it has to happen. Like maybe Terranort or something just comes out of nowhere and just stabs her in the stomach or something.
Revenge for you beating me in the last game.
Exactly,
you can kill
right?
me now, but you'll never be as well received as I am.
Exactly. Like just okay, we don't see the stab, but we see the implication that he did stab her. And she just screams out and everything and just whispers
That
his
is
name.
out. Oh, not exactly what I was saying.
Oh, go on. What were you saying?
Oh, what I was saying was just she should be pretty much from the word go flying around the heartless tornado,
Yes,
firing large
yes,
scale magic at it.
yes,
And
yes,
eventually, like, she's about to get hit by something, so she casts one of her, like, bubble shields around herself.
yes.
And then it impacts and doesn't break the shield, but then, like, because it's just a swarm of heartless, they start crawling all over it, eventually creating, like, a ball of heartless. And then, like, she casts a giant blizzard spell that starts to sort of creep out the side of the ball about to explode it, then suddenly, like, stops, and the ball just kind of compacts. And basically, they I guess, kill her? Or I don't know exactly how heartless death works. This is getting pretty macabre now that I think about it.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine. We're just fantasizing about much more heroic deaths for our favorite
Yes.
people.
And then she shatters it, but then she gets drained. And then Terranort comes out of nowhere and stabs her. And I just want her to whisper Dura's name before she succumbs into the darkness or whatever.
It's just like Terranord that looks like fucking Two-Face from Batman because of his Zeta Flare.
Yes, exactly.
The only way he could win was a cheap shot, fucking Terranord.
Yes, and then Aqua's down, and someone says, Aqua! Well, okay, it would have to be Sora. No, would it be Sora or Mickey to scream out Aqua's name?
I think he did know them longer and then forgot about them.
I mean, I think that's explained, but I guess people are very finicky with that shit. Like, Mickey, you're something.
I mean, it's technically explained that they weren't written yet in the story.
I mean, this is why you need a fucking script. How are you gonna do this shit?
Yeah, you guys are retconning a whole lot of shit. It's
They
getting a little
retconned
bit.
a lot. They retconned out the ass.
Yep, it's getting a little bit annoying.
That's because you got fans who know this, and then it's like the writers can't keep up. Like, didn't this happen in the original game? No, didn't.
It did not happen.
This did
in the
not
original
happen.
game.
We were there. We were like kids at the time. We were like teenagers or kids, but this shit didn't happen. We saw. We were there. What the fuck you mean? Don't worry about it. Don't look over there. Look over here.
Yeah.
But anyway, Aqua's down, and then it's just like Mickey screams out Aqua's name, and then I don't know how. I honestly I don't know how Mickey goes down.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that one. We forgot he was there.
Fuck! I don't know how Mickey goes down. I really
Maybe
don't. It's like
Keyblade
Mickey.
breaks again.
Fuck! How does Mickey go down in this timeline version of ours?
Maybe his Keyblade breaks again. Although honestly, this is an excellent question because wasn't there like a fucking thing in the game where like Mickey has to walk to a door and just refuses to die?
Oh wait, was that when Sora was like trying to save him?
Or something, and Mickey had to walk to a door.
Wait, door. Oh wait, wasn't that in the Kingdom
I
Hearts?
think it was in Remind.
It was the remind. It was the remind portion with where he met up with Aqua, and he did have to go through a door.
And like he's just getting attacked by like 70 Xehanorts at once and just refuses to die.
Well,
How did Mickey even die in the first one, actually, now that we think about it?
the first timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, he was captured. I think he also got swept up by the tornado.
Oh, they all went out like punks. It doesn't even make sense for Mickey.
That's why we gotta talk about how we. That's why we're trying to have a discussion. At least how we would try to how.
Yeah, but now that we're actually having a discussion, nothing makes sense for Mickey. He's too strong.
Well, let's see. King Mickey is a Keyblade master too.
I mean, an easy way to write it off would be like, if my head canon were actual canon, just throwing his sword back into the darkness where it wants to go, and then he doesn't have a Keyblade anymore, would be one easy way to do it.
But he has a Keyblade. He's got that Starlight Keyblade thing. Apparently, that's his.
which is currently fused to the Door to Darkness key.
Yeah, yeah.
So like if they tried to throw it back into the whatever and then he lost it. But to be honest, like I just kind of walk in and out of the realm of darkness now. So
Yeah, that's what retcons do. Like, wait, what?
remember when this was like a thing you never come back from, and it's like a place where we go and have picnics.
It's becoming too convenient that we can just walk through it as if it's an isekai.
Yeah.
It's our vacation home. How's it going?
Sure.
Hey, it's that Heartless I defeated. How are you doing over there? Oh, I'm doing fine. I'll be fighting you later. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining giving one of those fucking behemoths a belly rub or some shit.
And I don't want to even get started with Dream Drop. I don't want to get started with Dream Drop distance in those damn animals. I don't want to get started on that. God damn it. Even though I did like that little puffy dog thing.
Yes, the mascot.
Oh, but he is a summoning tool for swords. Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my god, I just remembered.
Yep.
Oh, I guess we forget about the damn cat and the bat and the unicorn for Riku or whatever.
Yep.
Oh god, poor Riku. Well, not the
also Riku himself, who was a fucking dream at Tamagotchi. Oh my god, Riku was one of Sora's Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
So why have you
I think I'm losing it, bro. Are you okay?
He's about to digivolve into Tyrannomon. I think I just put Tamagotchi and Digimon together.
That would be cool, right?
I think Digimon were Tamagotchis.
You're probably right. No, we never talked about Digimon Adventure 2020.
All right, we're supposed to watch that.
We were, but I think you got discouraged by how different it is. But then again, you were like in the beginning of the episode.
No, I think I was discouraged because like I wanted to watch it with Anna because me and Anna watched like the dubbed original series recently, and I'm like, oh, this could be something fun to do together. And then I told her about it, and like we still haven't done it. And
She
also, I
probably
was
forgot.
like, I was planning on trying to watch it with you at the same time, either with Anna or just like watch it twice with you and Anna. I wouldn't mind. I like hanging out. But no, it's been so long that we should just like watch it now. That plan is obviously not worked out.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to the main discussion with King Mickey and how he goes down.
Oh yeah, how do we kill the incredible Mouth?
Okay. He's fighting alongside Riku, of course, because that's his partner right there. Right?
Yeah.
And then he decides to cast Tamaga, or whatever.
Yes. Stop the honestly now I'm distracted by trying to think who would get what Digimon. Okay, need to focus. Back on topic.
That's another discussion for another day.
Riku gets a lot mon.
Oh, you're gonna give him the big bunny and Chilamon at the end?
I just want to get Wendigomon. It feels like it fits.
God, what would you give? What would you?
Demon.
Oh, what would you give Sora? Agumon, Vmon,
Probably he is the mascot character.
Gilmon.
Yeah, I'd say Agumon is more mascot than Gilmon. Maybe Patamon. They both have that childlike innocence about them.
Oh no, I can see Sora with Patamon.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So Mickey, how does Mickey go? Yeah, he's fighting with Riku.
Okay.
Maybe something's about to hit Riku, and Mickey throws himself in the way.
Mickey does always protect Riku no matter what happens.
Yeah. He is his sad evil child.
That is definitely his son. That is definitely his child right there. King Mickey dodges and then decides to, as a final resort, use Tamaga in this timeline, and all his mana's gone, however you want to call it, and then he just gets taken out. Doesn't get seen because he's a mascot. He's like Disney's Puppeteer. We can't have him literally be seen getting massacred. But there's just a scene that just switches to Riku, and he just screams out King Mickey's name, and we call it a day.
Oh man, he goes down like a punk because we can't think of anyone to kill.
Look, I don't want to kill Fizz. We cannot do that to Mickey. He is literally Disney incarnate.
We do it to everybody else.
Do you really want to do this with Mickey?
I don't want to. I'm actually not. I'm not saying this to try and like say that like we have to do this. It's only fair.
Right.
I'm saying it as like, wow, we are physically incapable of finding a way to make this happen.
Okay, this is okay.
Being a writer is hard.
Okay.
Maybe we should be less mean to the Kingdom Hearts 3 writers.
Okay. How about this? Okay. King Mickey is fighting with Riku and Sora after Aqua unfortunately passes into the night. Okay, but then Mickey sees like one of the Ansem or Zemnis or whatever. He goes to try. He sees that Kairi's in danger and rushes to her aid. Right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, instead of having him go down, just have him like leave the fight temporarily. Like, maybe he just gets like thrown 1,000 feet into the air by like the Heartless tornado, and has to come back down. And by the time he gets back down, they're all gone.
Yes. He gets taken down by one of the Ansems or whatever. Xehanort or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how we take care of the Mickey problem.
Yeah, that perfectly works.
Yes.
And then Riku goes down like Riku goes down because that worked.
After Sora goes into despair, after everyone is gone.
Yeah. Also, like, I still don't know if Riku's "you don't believe that" comment was like really cool or really stupid.
What did he say?
Basically, Sora's like, "It's all over. We're all gonna die," and like Riku's like, "You don't believe that."
I don't know. I think it's
all that happened.
I think it's supposed to be like I think he's just supposed to. I think he's trying to be Sora's anchor. Like, you don't believe that.
Yeah. Like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because like literally they're all dying and that happened. So it's like, don't believe the negativity, Sora.
Oh,
like,
you're right.
Don't be stupid. But
It's gonna make sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense because it's like, oh man, everyone's dying left and right. We're never gonna win. And Riku looks over and is like, I'm sorry, are you Sora or are you Roxas? When have you ever been discouraged? What the fuck is happening right now?
Well, technically,
that makes sense.
But technically, they've never experienced true-on death before, though.
Yeah.
These are teenagers. They are like 16 years old now. 16, 15, 16 years old.
They've seen a lot of war.
They have never experienced the true death of anything. So this is like big. So I guess this would explain why Sora went into despair.
They've never experienced true death of anything. They didn't kill themselves.
Exactly.
How many men has Sora killed? I think it's 3 at this point. Clayton, Captain Hook, Maleficent.
Wait, I don't believe Cook is dead. I think he just went off into the distance.
Yeah, that actually sounds more like what would happen. Never mind.
Yeah. Ursula's dead. Okay,
Clayton was more of a Heartless at that point, but he was still shaped like a man. Maleficent was a dragon, but she was still Maleficent.
Maleficent always comes back through the power of darkness or plot convenience, so you can't say she's really truly dead.
Yeah.
She's got that.
I don't know, maybe Oogie Boogie kind of counts as a man, but maybe not.
No one cares about fucking Oogie Boogie.
Same to Ursula. She kind of counts. But yeah, I vaguely remember her being like, her and Oogie were like straight up dead. Like, Oogie had PTSD and Ursula was pissed.
Yes. Even though they try to make it seem like for Ursula, the first one didn't happen.
Oh. That happened?
No. What I mean is that the way they try to make it sound like in the second game for Ursula didn't really happen in the first time. No, she died, but they were trying to keep it more accurate to the actual story, to the Disney version of Little Mermaid.
Because we want a DDR minigame in our game.
Exactly. But yeah, Ursula was pissed, but she dies twice. So.
Yep.
Unless you don't count that dream version in the Dream Drop Distance game.
Yeah.
Technically 3 times.
We are Keyblade masters. We hunt Heartless and we kill Ursula.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But okay, they've killed
That's why
people.
King Triton doesn't trust them. This is like the 40th time you've killed my nemesis. It's starting to make me feel very uncomfortable whenever you visit.
Oh, can't. Well, they necessarily can't kill Hades. He can't die. He's a god.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, I've been looking up TikToks of like histories of about the mythology of Hades and shit, and I'm becoming a big fan of Hades, god of the underworld.
Yeah,
And,
he's
and,
cool.
and I'm thinking, damn, if they, it's kind of sad that Kingdom Hearts did this and everything. That technically Hades is not bad at all. He's just very pragmatic. He is not
Technically, they
evil.
didn't do it. The movie Hercules did.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Hercules just kind of villainized Hades. He's not really supposed to be that. He's not even evil. He's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Although, on the bright side, they did give him a really fucking good actor who was very cool.
Wait, what was it? What, James Woods, right?
I don't know. I just think that Katie's voice and everything he does in the movie is really cool.
Yes, he is. Yes, yes.
He's snarky as fuck.
Yes, he is. He is ultimate Bill King. He is ultimate awesome. Technically, it's Zeus who's the notorious asshole.
There's, I think, a huge thing on the internet about how Zeus is the real villain of that movie.
In a way, he is. You know how many kids he's fathered?
Not until I started watching overly sarcastic productions.
Zeus is a fucking asshole.
Yep.
Well, technically, they get all the gods are badly assholes in a way. I try to defend Aphrodite at best because I like her. I love Aphrodite too.
Have you seen the overly sarcastic thing about her?
I remember you showed me something about someone's like Hades. I don't think I've ever watched one about Hera.
Wait, Hera, Aphrodite.
I've never watched anything about Aphrodite. I'm just saying I do like Aphrodite. I give her a pass, no matter what she does.
Her history is interesting. Apparently, she has many.
Horse?
She splintered a whole lot.
What?
She might have been a war god.
That would not surprise me. Because love can be used as a form of war,
Yep.
in a way.
Love is the battlefield.
Love is a battlefield. Thank you, Pat Benatar. I just picture Aphrodite doing the Pat Benatar shit thing. Like, oh yeah, okay, Aphrodite, you got this.
Yes, my hair is blonde now. It has an incredible amount of volume. I'm wearing an all-other suit. I'm riding a motorcycle, and I'm in Tron World for some reason. Yay!
And she's gonna say stuff like "fair is fair" or something. Fair is fair. I will lead this arm. I will lead this battalion to victory. Let's go, my love milligans.
Everything.
For love. Kill them all.
Kill them all for love. Oh, I think that's
Kill them all for love. And Ares is
how do you make an undead army follow you?
And Ares is like there in the background saying, I wouldn't go this far with a damn. My sister / lover. Wow. She's really kind of you're getting too invested in this, Aphrodite. You sure you don't want to pull back? Effie? Back? We got a son, Oh God, okay, this is bad. I should tell Mom.
To be my job, and you're doing it better than me.
Exactly. Maybe I should get Mom or Dad. No, I don't. And I refuse to get what's her name? Oh my God.
Athena?
Yes, like, I don't want to get Athena though. She gets on my nerves. She thinks she's better than me.
Wouldn't that be two people doing my job better than me?
Exactly. Like, he has an adverse relationship with Athena, and like Athena's got like dad issues. Like, I can be good too, Dad. I'm wisdom, right?
Apparently, there was a story where he was trapped in a jar for like a year before anyone bothered to go find him.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
He was just very angry, trapped in a jar.
Okay, you're gonna have to show me these videos. I'm curious.
Okay.
But Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Oh, right. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, we can talk about the Greek god Pantheon in the next video or whatever. Um, anyway, but yeah, that's so. And Riku goes out as well. Maybe you can give him something to say, just something differently. Like Riku, I mean, not that he would know, so I can go back in time or whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking Riku as a last battle cry or whatever. Just looks at Sora and says, "Sora, whatever happens, I believe in you. Even just
I
believe."
feel like that would actually happen, though. He, I feel like in Kingdom Hearts 2, he basically threw his life away on the idea that Sora could be brought back because he thought Sora, well, because Sora was his friend,
Yeah,
but also probably because he thought Sora was more deserving and could fix things better than he.
yeah. So maybe he can just end it with, "I believe, Sora, believe in you. Always remember that." Then gives his battle cry and this ends. And then Sora,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. And then Sora does the whole, "No, everyone's gone," and then he just does,
Everyone is dead.
"Everyone is dead. Everyone," and then he does that cry that everyone got so upset and sad about. And then we get to the whole second timeline shit thing.
Yep.
But that's our version of events of the first timeline Keyblade graveyard battle. First
Yep.
timeline. Goofy gets an awesome heart shield and, interesting fights and kills for everyone else. And it was macabre, sadly, but then again, I guess they would have to make it seem like that to go that far because this is Disney and still a thing, and they gotta protect their characters and shit.
I don't know. They killed Axel pretty straight up in Kingdom Hearts 2 until he came back.
Well, technically, he's not a Disney character; he's a Square Enix character. So there's a fucking we can do whatever we want with the Square Enix characters. We just cannot kill the Disney characters. They are our heart, so we can't do that.
Good point.
Exactly. Like fuck all. Like I mean, look how they did Kairi, Sora, and Riku.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Look how they did those characters. Oh no, those Square Enix people. We don't care about them.
There is no precedent here. We make the rules.
Exactly. And then everything kind of corresponds to what happens in the game and shit. Even though I have a question, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the unlimited Keyblade works that Sora did with the dead, deceased Kingdom Hearts people from the past.
I don't know what that is.
You don't remember?
What are you talking about?
It was in the second timeline that Sora find a way to defeat the tornado.
Oh, you mean when the sleeping dandelions helped him out?
Yeah, I called it unlimited Keyblade works from Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know what you're referencing.
You've never? Oh, dude, you don't know about it's from Fate Stay Night.
Oh no, I know you like it.
I'll show you a clip later.
Okay. But yeah, it kind of. I really liked it at the time, mostly because it had a cool thing. Oh my god, that probably doesn't fucking work anymore. Oh my god, I have to go back and play that. It had a cool thing where it would pull from a list of players who had played the phone game, and those were your attacks when you were attacking the tornado.
Yes.
So it was like, not only was it like you being a Keyblader in the phone game was canon now, it was like you got to personally help Sora in some way. And that was cool. Except now the phone game is dead. So what happens when you go back and play it now?
You got to assume that everyone's dead.
It's just a bunch of blank names. Do they have like a pre-generated list of names? Did it not actually come from the phone game and it was actually something else, so you're not actually helping Sora? It's just a list of people? Oh, the implications are terrible.
At the time, I guess.
But yeah, it was kind of. Actually, we can say that it's stupid and that it came out of nowhere. but it technically didn't come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were references to the phone game all over. Maybe not all over, but there were a couple throughout the handheld game. Actually, no, there were a lot of. Yeah, there were a lot of references to the phone game.
In the
Um,
spin-offs more than anything.
yeah.
Not the main.
Well, no, yeah, there was lots specifically to the phone game. In fact, I guess I should stop calling it the phone game. The phone
Yeah.
game is like a game that's been in like a really weird development cycle. It started out as a browser game that was really only available to people in Asia.
Yes.
Um, and basically, it's always been called Kingdom Hearts X or Kingdom Hearts Chi. I don't get it. I think it might have something to do with Greek numerals.
It,
Could be
I
wrong.
I believe that's what it was for the Greek numeral, the Greek numeral thing.
So yeah, it's like Kingdom Hearts Greek numeral X, and that's been around for a while. And there was story in there, and the worst, but it was actually a pretty good story. Um, until you get to the filler, and sometimes the filler is good too.
Sometimes.
Um, but as much as it was interesting and as much as it was fun, the story, not the gameplay. I don't know what the browser was like. I know what the phone game was like. God, it was awful. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, as cool as the story was, they never really connected it to the main games. Like you
It was kind of
still,
hard to.
yeah, like you still don't know what's going on. Basically, as far as I know from playing the games, all the people who were in the original Keyblade War somehow managed to get themselves like downloaded or warped into either a datascape or a dream. And they all currently live in that dream, and they still think that the Keyblade War hasn't happened and that they're still living their lives. When
Just
in
like
reality, like 30 years have gone by.
just like those characters from The World's End with You.
I've not played that either. I think I should.
I think you should because apparently there's going to be a new game coming out in
Cool.
July.
Um, so all you know is that they're out there somewhere. So they just show up for no reason in Kingdom Hearts 3 and help Sora, and then explain nothing and leave just as fast.
Again, I'm going to
Which
say
is,
that in my head canon, I'm going to say that they did all die, unfortunately, and now they're just soul spirits or whatever.
I mean, yeah. A lot of them, especially if like the reason I enjoyed it is because it proves that instead of there just being like one protagonist from Kingdom Hearts, should I say X or should I say Chi or Kai or Ki?
The Seikai.
Okay. Um, like it basically kind of hinted that instead of there being one protagonist from Kingdom Hearts Kai, there were actually thousands of Keybladers and they were all the players. So
They were the main protagonists in their own story.
yeah. But all of those stories ended the same way. You go to the Keyblade War with the intention of trying to save as many people as you can from getting hurt, and instead you just keep getting into fights with people, and
Through
you
different
succumb to your
legions because of those
yeah
people in the mask.
yeah, and you succumb to your injuries and you start dying on the battlefield, and then basically that white-haired dude from Kingdom Hearts 3, Ephemer, and this other girl, what's her name? Silver or Striker or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Come out of a beam of light from the sky and like cradle you in their arms, and they like take you home. And by take you home, I mean the screen just goes white, and you wake up in a field somewhere with no memory of the Keyblade War, almost like you died or something, because you were dying, and then
So
they either saved you or did something weird.
they could be like, wait, so are they still alive in a current timeline right now?
Yeah, that's all the people that helped Sora during the tornado fight. Those were all the well, I guess they don't have to be kids because like we're getting old. We're not kids anymore, and we play these games, and so
Yeah, I'm pretty old.
I'm sorry I brought that up. I didn't mean to bring it up. I
It's
realized
okay.
it was messed up after it came out of my mouth.
Ben, it's fine.
But yeah, I was about to say about all the child soldiers who died in the battlefield. I'm like, I guess not all of them were kids.
I guess they could have been in their 20s, early 20s.
So, yeah, they're supposed. Those were like the names that were helping you during the fight against the tornado. So that's supposed to be them. That
Yeah.
they exist in the current Kingdom Hearts timeline because they survived in a dream or a dayscape or something.
And then I want to believe their souls are resting. They can ascend somewhere. Like they can finally be put to rest.
One would hope.
Except for those damn 7 Guardians who started that damn war because of some damn prophecy.
Yeah, they get to come back.
Somehow. Like, what? And apparently they're going to be bad, maybe.
I assume so, yeah.
And just like...
Plus there's that whole Master of Masters plotline, which I hate.
Yeah, it's stupid. And also Maleficent's shit was like total BS.
I'm important now, I swear.
Come on, she just comes up and like at the ending, like, come, Pete, we're gonna get that box.
What even is the box?
I don't know. Is it a Pandora's box? Like, is it the evils of the world?
My biggest idea was that it held the datascape or the dream in which all of the dandelions were being stored.
So what? Kingdom Hearts is nothing more than an eternal loop?
No, like, that's where all the people from Kingdom Hearts Kai went. Into the box.
I guess, but the box was existed even before then, though, right?
No, the box was only important after the Keyblade War.
The first Keyblade War.
Yeah, Lucio was supposed to take it to the battlefield and do something with it. And then hide it.
Maybe that's the case, I guess.
Yeah. I think. I don't remember the story of Kingdom Hearts Kai super clearly. It's been like a year since I played it.
Yeah, you're gonna need to find an abridged version online. It gives you documents. Okay, what's a fucking timeline for this shit?
Secretly, I hope somebody takes the fucking phone game and then mods it so that you can just play it in all the microtransactions and bullshit. Although most people would call that theft. I'd call it anti-theft. Getting your fucking money back from those bastards.
Gacha games are the death of anyone, sadly. I know how much feel. They're the death of everything sometimes, sadly.
Yes. Hey, gotcha. Damn stupid. Every time I went on like someone who likes Kingdom Hearts' like page, and they're like playing Kingdom Hearts Kai and having lots of fun, and I'm like, are you lying? Is someone paying you to say this? How can you enjoy this game?
Yeah, now that I remember, it did drive you into some kind of form of being very angry.
What?
It drove you to be very angry now that I'm remembering.
Oh yeah, I hated the game.
You hated, but you hated play. You hate play the game.
I hate what?
You hate play the game. I hate this game, but I'm still gonna play it. I hate this game. I'm still gonna play it.
Oh yeah, because I needed the story. I needed to know what was gonna happen next. I actually only stopped when I hit a wall where I couldn't go further again. It happened twice. And I think the only way past it was to buy more medals, and I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
But what are we talking about?
That.
Okay.
And pretty much, I think we're done with our Kingdom Hearts talk and how to improve the first timeline. But that's our take, and no, I don't think I personally, or at least from our part, I don't think we came up with this ourselves. So yeah, so it's not like we took this from anyone. But if we did, just think of it like I guess we have similar mindsets, depending on how we want to do this.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That's always. Actually, this might be too serious. I'll maybe keep it to myself.
Okay, you can turn me off recording. If you want.
Alright.
Cool. So that's the video. I have no idea what I'm gonna call this video, actually.
Um, Kingdom Hearts, comma, more honorable death.
Okay, I think I'll try to work with that as best I can.
Giving our favorite heroes better deaths.
Hopefully, it doesn't get like flagged or whatever for saying so mean and everything.
Yeah, good point.
It's YouTube. I gotta be very technical with this and be very poignant with it.
Good point.
Like Kingdom Hearts, our timeline, our Kingdom Heart battles timeline 1 or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think of a title. I'm not gonna post this for like a week. I'm not gonna post this like until like a couple of days pass or whatever. I'll think about
Yeah.
it. But I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and me and Ben will most likely come back at a later date to talk about something else. Maybe the Greek Pantheon that we seem to have enjoyed. Maybe.
Maybe.
Or Digimon 2020, because that's also a thing that I guess we should do. I guess.
Oh yeah, what Digimon? What? Why do I feel like Kyrie get Gatomon?
I can see that. Well, I don't want to, but I love, but I simp for Angelmon, so I don't know if I'm gonna give her that shit. God damn it.
And then if Sora has Katamon, I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, do Angemon and Angelwomon fuse, or is that just Lady Devimon and Angelwomon?
Angelmon and Lady Devimon.
Would it make sense for Sora to have Lady Devimon?
If he has like a second Digimon partner, sure.
It's like me when I'm in anti-Sora mode. Sora, you're not supposed to know about that. Oh, right, my bad.
Okay, I think we could talk about Digimon and the Kingdom Hearts or whatever next time.
Yeah.
Well, this is Jeff, and I hope you enjoyed this special, and I will see you next time.
So, yeah.
See ya.